Did it? Let me go ahead and set up my and let me go ahead and switch to oh, get rid of the echo. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and let the folks know on Discord I'm streaming. Let me get the stream icon. And I'm gonna hop in voice chat because we're gonna be talking about probably class balance today. Well, I should have shaved before stream. Oh well. I look like shit. No big deal. Let's go ahead and grab this. Okay, so I've already done these three. Boots. Expedience. Let's see. So a speed buff, HP, SP on refine, speed buff, and I'm gonna get rid of the attack buff because that's too oriented towards AD classes. This doesn't need to be an AD item. It also makes Flywing attacking an optimal build, so I'll get rid of these. Let's go ahead and there we go. Auto off. Six and expedience. So expedience will be a pair of boots. No class restriction. Level 64 seems fine. Max HP rate. 7% seems reasonable. Bonus BMAX. SP rate. Kit refine. So it'll be an additive speed buff. Welcome, welcome. And then I need to code in this part right here. So on warping, warp. So I'll need to put it in here. How do I want to handle this? So I'll handle it as an item bonus, yeah. Let me take a look. Is it a Osiris card? Pre item DB. you spell fucking Osiris? Rate my server. Osiris card. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. We'll use Osiris card as a reference. Let's see, final references. Oh. No, it has sound. Okay. Yeah, because I heard echo earlier, that's why I know. Warp speed. That's a great name. Warp speed. Do. Good, and find all references to this one now. Warp speed. Oh, yay, good job. Special message. Yeah, once more people get in here, I'll probably actually start talking. More people from the server get in here, I'll probably start talking about class balance. Till then, I was working on items. Was it warp underscore speed? See, final references again. There it is. Okay. Warp speed. I didn't define it, that's why. Case SP warp. So let me go ahead and turn down this real quick. So I can actually hear myself think. So Sniper doesn't really need buffs, like legitimately. I'll probably do some tweaking to certain things, but I don't think the class really needs a buff. The problem is certain other classes just outshined it. That's a problem with the other classes though, not with Sniper. Assassin is actually going to be getting a nerf and a buff eventually. I wanted to double down on the Assassin. The Assassinate part of Assassin. So I'm gonna make cloaking more valuable. But I'm gonna nerf EDP in exchange. I know you are, but I'm responding legitimately for it. Let's see final references real quick. SP warp speed. Warp speed. Hi. No, don't worry about hopping in yet. I'm probably not gonna be talking about it until a little bit later. So. Monk combo already has some adjustment. I actually want to double down on it though. As for EDP is way overtuned. It just straight up is. 300% bonus damage is stupid. And yeah, I have actual specific things in mind for Venom React and Splasher as well. As for Sage, I actually want to do an overhaul on Endows in general. So currently the Endow is just you convert your full damage into this element. I don't like that. I think that should be weapon specific. I honestly think Endows should be a portion of your damage, similar to how Magnum breaks, but a higher percentage. That's honestly my thoughts on how that should work. But okay. And then I need to make a new status condition. I actually look for this real quick. There we go. I'm just looking for it to so it saves. I don't need to look it up later. And then let's see, go to definition. Scroll the fuck down. Right now I'm adding this skill, this item right here. Minus the attack part. I'm gonna get rid of the attack part. I'm also gonna have it not refresh on warping. So if you warp within 30 seconds, you don't get the buff again. So. Let's see. Warp speed. Oh, thank you very much, Monica. I don't have any fancy announcements or anything like that, but thank you. Coffee. So this morning I have coffee. Big and Low Lemon Tea? Oh, you mean the reworked Venom Splasher? Where they all they did was remove the HP and buff the damage. They removed the HP requirement, which is one of the things I want to change. I've always hated the HP requirement. Yeah, but he can actually sub now. Or she can actually sub now, I should say. And then let's go ahead and let me see, what's a speed buff? SC Sprint. I forgot Sprint had all kinds of neat interactions. Yes. Warp speed, warp speed. Go here and then do. Warp speed. Let's define the changes. So one of the things I actually want to change about Assassin, I want to give him a new skill. I am currently coding this item, but to get this item to work, it's the one where you warp and you get movement speed. Well, that doesn't exist in the game, so I need to code it. So every time you warp, you'll now get a movement speed buff, as long as you don't already have the buff. I'm removing the attack buff, but this is just taken verbatim. Actually, it's 5 defense, there we go. And then this would be bonus warp speed, comma 20, I think, will be the speed I want to put it at. Warp speed. I'll save. That's why it's called warp speed, because, you know, puns. Okay, let's see. FSD change map. Okay. Just looking at how to do this real quick. Skill timer knowledge. Huh. Neat. Knowledge refreshes. Did not know that. All these stupid goddamn miracle sun comfort skills. They're so dumb. Boss info on change map. Should I make it only on change map or should I make it on every warp? I should make it on every warp, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and if SD special state warp speed let's see SC start pick a definition because I don't remember it offhand. SRC. Oh wait, I don't have SRC. That'd be SD BL dot ID. That should be in. Then so type is SC warp speed. 100% chance. Value is I'm not gonna make it so you can ever slow down, only speed up. So actually all the transition classes, I want to give them a full rework from the ground up. I want to give them rebirth classes. So they're going to have a first, a second, and a rebirth. I'm going to get rid of the single classes. For Linker, it's much easier because it's already got a split class and a second class. But for like Ninja, I'm going to give Ninja a first class and then give it a trans. And probably dumb down its power a bit. Just so it's in line with everything else. Necro will also get a rework. Necro will just simply get some of its more details. Yeah, I love RO music. And then we'll go 30,000. There we go. I'm pretty sure that might have to be an and right there. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Not ID, just BL. Yeah, there you go. Block list. No suitable extension from block list to block list. That'd be and if I remember correctly. There you go. Yep, there is where it go. So on speed boost, you should get 30. You should movement speed of the value for SN is going to be special. I'll leave SNL in. SN's going to get skills from the custom classes. It already has 99 job levels, doesn't it? Or am I hallucinating? Yeah, it already has 99. No. 99. Yeah, it's 99. It would be so dumb if it only had 70. I might have to give it a second class, only for the skills, so we can actually get all the skills. And if that's the case, I'll probably lower the job level on the first class, or we give it a rebirth. Maybe just give it a rebirth, and then it can learn, give it some more basic skills. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, there's a client limit for skill tree. I believe it is 56 skills, which Super Novice is just on that cusp. I found that out when I was working on the second rework, or the first rework of Draconair. It was, I couldn't lower the skill tree any further, so you couldn't scroll down. It was really annoying. It works, well, kind of. There's a limit in the skill tree view. So if I go to, so in this view, there's a limit. In this view, there's no limit. And that I want this view I care about. Oh yeah. Yeah. In this view, it's no big deal. Duality on Crusader will be stupid, by the way. I just want to point that out. I'm at 65% Dark and Holy Resistance with one item. With actually just this. That's my only resistance, and I have 65% resistance. It's so dumb. It's 95%. I might actually lower it. I've been considering lowering resistance to 90% for a while now. And that's the soul intake. That is Zerk's item suggestion. Soul Lantern. Spawn pouring 10. Oh, I have no stats. Oh yeah. And then I need to fix this still. It's on targetable instead of autocast. And then restore to SP. At 100 kills, you can restore 33% of your max HP, which isn't a lot, but it's still cool. I might even add a special condition for Monk. If they have their SP exhaustion on, it won't work. Right now it doesn't have that condition yet, but anyways, let's continue with warp speed. I believe that's everything. Close all things. Build solution. And I believe that would get the item working. Oh no, the server DC'd. Whatever will I do? One, two, three, four, five, six. Close Blitz. Close Epic Game Store. Those don't need to be fucking open. Unnecessary processing. But other than the OP classes, which classes do you guys feel is the weakest? Personally, I think Star Gladiator is crap. Like, it's crap design. I think Ninja's good. I really enjoy Ninja personally. I think Physical Ninja's kind of weak. And Mercenary right now is all over the place. There's Null around, actually. Yeah, I don't feel like pinging him. I was gonna ping Null, see if you wanted to talk about, yeah, weakest of all the classes. Let me go up and close this, open this. Yeah, so Lord Knight and Paladin are both in good spots. Paladin still has a role because of devotion. It can devote tank for Centurion. Professor is of course really good. High Wizard's good. Sniper's decent. Clown and Gypsy's garbage. Yeah, Alchemist is kind of meh. Stalker's kind of meh. Yeah, but Terror's not good. Terror's just fun. There's a difference. Like, these classes are all solid. Captain and Outlaw, or yeah, that's what my thoughts are on too. I have an idea for Stalker. I kind of want to put them more into the stealing aspect. I was originally going to give it to Captain, but I decided I'm probably going to move it to Stalker instead. I want them to steal stats when they divest. Maybe you just win linked, but when they... Blue Mage is a lot of fun too. The other thing I was considering was giving them 2 skill slots for stealing skills, so they can take 2 skills at once, not just one. And then adding a bunch of NPC skills. But that it wouldn't fix their problem. Neither one of those fixes their problem. Their identity is, I steal your girl. That's basically their identity. So. God, this one's so old. I still have Savage and Beastmaster as my tier. I also have, these already named something else. Alchemist doesn't need a lot, honestly. If these skills, there's... Oh, no. Homunculus getting complete rework. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. I might not fully get rid of it, but I might partially get rid of it. I might make it so you can, instead of re-rolling their stats, you can just increase them to the cap. Maybe through some quest or something like that, I don't know. By the way, I already pushed in the homunculus changes, so you can, any monsters you kill, give them 10% of your experience, so you don't actually have to leech them anymore. So you can just play normally with the homunculus, and you'll farm them. That's from a renewal. I don't remember if that's in the last patch or this patch. This patch is like a month old already, so there's a lot of content in it. Alright, let me test this stupid item. Let's see if it crashes me. Oh, so far so good. I'm actually gonna close this real quick. Close this real quick. I'm gonna increase agility for a moment. Actually, wait, no. Warp speed. Status icon. Go ahead and grab that. EFST underscore increase agility. Build solution. I'm adding an icon to it real quick. I do not speak Spanish. I am sorry. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa, mis roles? That's about all the Spanish I speak. Actually, coffee after that tea is not very good. I'm drinking like lemon tea. To be specific, I'm drinking lemon lift from Big and Low. Well, considering you don't speak it, your written is very well. Good. I also understand a bit of it, just because I lived in fucking. Well, I understand Mexican Spanish. Sorry. Because I lived basically on the border for a decade. You kind of pick it up. Let's see, that should be done by now. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Such a lazy password, right? Oh, really? Okay. Now let's go ahead and walk in here. I am not receiving a buff. I built solution, right? Yeah, I built solution, okay. So I'm not receiving a buff. Oh, that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and go ahead and warp speed this real quick. Oh wait, that would probably be one on that one. Value 1. Let's see, find all references. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. I kind of want to announce something right there. Go ahead and bum, bum, bum. File save. Close all, build solution again. on set position. Run server. Minimize, minimize, minimize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Map server's not available yet. I forget. Do you play mercenary, right? Or is it just captain you play? So, I don't know if you. I'm not gonna pull up the fucking exact message. No, it dropped right now because it was long as hell, and I felt looking for it. But basically, he was suggesting that we switch back to crit chance from crit damage on pirate on the base class because of the way it scales and making it so it's just a normal crit again. The problem with that is it was busted as fuck because ignore defense is a thing. Basically, you don't need dex, you don't need any stats other than crit and damage. Obviously, you need dex for the damage with the class, but let me see. Unknown bonus type 0. Oh, that might have something to do with it. So this part is failing. Oh. B. File save. Find all references. He has a point on the critical damage, but not really. When I had it, so the initial class release, the crit damage was not going to be crit. It was just going to be bonus damage. It was not going to ignore defense. Yeah. I could always redo it again from the ground up and make it remove the ignore defense part. Remove the ignore hit, remove the ignore defense, and have a pseudo crit. But that doesn't feel good. Yeah. Well. Like that really doesn't feel good. It makes it easier to balance by no reload item DB. But that would be I would be reworking the whole class from the ground up, which is again fine. Well, not a whole class. That one skill. But yeah, it very, very, very incentivizes just building more and more crit damage, which is I did intentionally. That's why it's 200% to ignore. I mean, that's why I did that. And since the skill's crit, it auto scales your damage with your skill damage. So why their numbers are small, it makes their hits bigger. I could always add a new stat that's just skill crit damage, but that feels awkward. Um, okay. Let me go ahead and you know what? This doesn't need a value on it. So let's see. Find all references real quick. I'll make this 20. Oh. Gunslinger will be getting a rework. Gunslinger will be well, Gunslinger is gonna have multiple gun types, and they're all gonna play differently. That's how I'm gonna differentiate Gunslinger. So don't compare it to Gunslinger. But as for Sniper, yeah, that's the problem. It's a ranged DPS. And I want to avoid. I want to avoid the what's it called? The point and click playstyle. I hate that playstyle. Um, I understand that some people like it, particularly people who can't or not mechanically inclined or have bad net, or there are reasons why you play something like that. There's a reason why people play Caitlyn in League. Oh, actually, Caitlyn's probably a bad example. Kog'Maw, I guess. Even then, he's got skill shots. Build solution. I like the idea of them being the crit class, but I might have to scrap the crit class outright, and then do something completely different with them. I don't know what the solution is though. At least not in its current state. The original, I have the original document somewhere. I don't feel like pulling it up right now. But the original design was each skill was going to have its own crit damage scaling. So they would just check your crit chance. They would not ignore defense, and they would do bonus damage based off if they crit. And they'd have a pseudo crit. Oh, did my thing just fix? No, it didn't. My Steam Deck is acting up. So they had a pseudo crit, and they would just do 200% damage or 300% damage, and each skill had their own multiplier. That's how they originally designed. And then there was a bug where they weren't calculating crit properly, crit from a bunch of items. So they weren't calculating crit from like class specific items. So if you were what is it called? Skeleton Soldier card wasn't working. When I fixed that bug, yeah, there you go. When I fixed those bugs, I fixed those bugs by making it a true crit, which completely broke the class. So then, oh, yeah. So yeah, the class got broken as fuck out of nowhere from that. Why is this one not working? I'm so confused right now. Warp enabled. Okay. Okay, yeah, you guys speed boost. Okay, good. Woo, vroom, vroom. And I should slow down in a second. Da, 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 da. I should have used a skill that I can actually see though. What is a... Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I can always use speed up 0 quick as my test. Warp speed. Yeah, but yeah, you did create a monster, or I created a monster, and then the class just kept having to get nerfed and nerfed and nerfed to be anywhere remotely balanced, which doesn't feel good. Buffs are better than nerfs most of the time, which is why power creep happens, unless you're doing like a full reset. Build solution. I actually don't know what speed up 0 is. I think I'll use that one actually. How would you change Sniper though? Sniper already has an identity. It's traps range damage with a bird. Like, it has a pet, does damage, does AoE damage, does miscellaneous damage which ignores defense, and has traps. And Pirate's identity currently is crit. Whether or not that's the right way of doing it, I don't know, but... Double strafe is not a good skill though. Oops. Build solution. I mean it is, but it's also not. I consider removing the int scaling from Blitzbeat and making it do making it attack scaling, but that seems busted. Because that just feels weird to me. Or buffing the proc chance of it. But again, that feels weird to me. I don't know. I actually don't know. I'd have to check the KRO patch notes. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I already removed the... I think I already removed the split damage and the trap. You can't damage your own traps anymore. Or Blitzbeat can't damage traps at all, I should say. Because if you place a trap, you'd break your own trap. The problem with trap is if you take a look at I did that myself though. I didn't actually pay attention to it. I also made it so it doesn't break traps. Which obviously buffs the class significantly. Yeah, so you can actually trap your opponent and attack them. Bunch of references. I'm curious about this one right here. I'm gonna test something. Random warp. Follow timer. Respawn. Warp. Okay. I'll check the conditions for it to activate. I'm gonna check one condition real quick. I might have to make an exception for it. Or I might just leave it in that job. 4222. Yeah. All stats. All stats. Yeah, spawn. Pouring. Pouring. Oh, it fails in town, that's right. Yeah, map flag. No swap. 0. Okay. Ah, okay. It doesn't work. Okay, good. If it did, it wouldn't be a big deal, but I didn't want it to. That should be more than helpful. Now I need to add a check. I hate doing reverse checks. So if you're slowed, it won't proc. There we go. It'll actually disable it as well when you warp. Oh no, it won't. Oh, actually, that's bad. That's bad coding. So let's reverse this. If no SC or no header. There we go. Yeah, I'll block it with a decreased agility, and then and then we'll actually just remove it when increase agility or decrease agility is added. SC warp speed. There we go. There we go. Fucking A. So, Quagmire, decrease agility, and don't forget me, we'll remove it. How are you? No, you're fine. Okay, got this item working. Next item, that's one item. I've been coding for an hour. I've done one item. Yay. Armor, Sanctuary. Wait. Yeah. I was thinking, sorry. 67, and this will be called Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Let's go ahead and change this to this. I don't know how I'm gonna add these items in to the game, but let's see, 10 defense, M defense, that would be 5 M defense, 1% resistance to Angel, Demon, Dragon, Undead per refine. Let's go ahead and every 10 seconds heal 100 HP per refine. Dot add R equals get refine if dot add R is greater than 0. There we go. Let's go ahead and confirm this works one more time. At jump. Yep, there we go. Speed boost whenever you warp. I need to check the resetting real quick. Close this. Build solution. Welcome, welcome. Actually, let me finish my tea. Delicious. And then minimize, run server. Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's not that big of a deal, honestly. I do other things. I usually check other things while I'm waiting. Um, Unless I'm like literally focusing on one little thing, it doesn't bother me at all. It's a few minutes. I could optimize it more by disabling NPCs and stuff like that, but meh. Um, Let me see. Doc bonus. I should forget the healing bonus. HP. HP recovery rate, HP regen rate. Gain HP every 10. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. Dot add R, and that would be times 100, and that would be 10 seconds. And what's the other bit I could be? Resistance. Oh god. Bonus to sub race B sub race fucking A. RC angel comma dot add R demon dragon undead. Demon dragon undead. Let me double check to make sure those are right real quick. Angel, demon, dragon, undead. Okay. File, save. Yeah, so far I've done these 3 items, and the other 2 are headgear, so they're up somewhere else, but file, save. Yeah, reload item in DB, and then is Forrest still streaming or no? I know I saw him streaming earlier. Let me check. Yeah, he is. Okay. Forsaken is also streaming, by the way. He's doing map making right now. If he's still streaming when I end mine, I'm gonna rate him. Item using doubling data. Yes, I know. Thank you. Those are all renewal monster drops, by the way. Yeah, I saw. I wouldn't get on, and he started streaming like maybe 15 minutes before I did. Like you know, I have stream on Wednesdays, right? Yeah. So. I think Wednesday's the only day I actually stream coding or RO stuff too. Go ahead and put on this armor. Yeah, refine 0-10. At heal minus 6,000. Try that again, minus 6,000. Yeah, 1,000 HP right there. Okay. Versus my 71 default. That's so nutty. I mean, it's gonna be nice, don't get me wrong, but that's so strong. I might actually end up nerfing that to like 50. Or maybe job level times. Oh, well, that's fine. I can nerf it later. Embrace. I didn't grab a mantle, so I don't have to type a bunch of this crap out. Embrace. Embrace. Job classes. Let's see, 4 defense. What do you mean? WordPad only is for LUA. Like literally LUA files are only files to default to WordPad. Data, LUA. See? LUA. Or LUB, sorry. I just haven't bothered fixing it. Yes, I know it's terrible. I don't care. Half the time I do this anyways. Edit with Notepad++. Chaotic neutral? No, I'm pretty much chaotic evil. Too low, I forget who you are. Remind me? For defense. Nitros. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so far I added 2 new skills, or 2 new effects. So if I do at jump, I get movement speed buff whenever I warp. Slightly bested. No, Nitro is not. Nitro's from Arthena. He's Arthena developer. As well as in several discords with me. Not as many as like Derpy. I'm in like 30 discords with Derpy, but I think he's technically in our Discord. No, he's not. Okay. Thought he was. Never mind. My bad. B sub LA comma ELE in EUTRAL, and that would be 10% neutral resistance. Oh fuck. Read parameter, but I forget the fucking numbers. Open file location. I've been so long since I've used read parameter. Is it really just yeah, okay, it is bdvit. Read parameter. B int. I know that doesn't matter, the capitalization right there doesn't bother, but it bothers me. Dot at I equals dot at V equals dot at I is greater than dot at V. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw. I got pinged the other day from your Discord. I'm just keeping an eye on your project a little bit as well. If int is greater than vit, bonus b. What does SP cost? I forget the term for it. I don't ever. Skill pull down. Oh god. I have most of those Discord muted, by the way. Oh god. No, fear. That's why I haven't upgraded in Ubuntu lately. I think I'm on 17. I think. I had to check. I just don't remember. What was I doing? I lost track of my brain. Oh yeah, it was SP cost. Is it like SP rate, right? Or regen loss, no regen. Use SP rate, that's what it was. Jesus Christ. I'll leave that open, because I'm probably gonna run into another one, I don't remember. Use SP cost is -10. If that's a comma, not a period. Dot at v is greater than dot at I. Thorns damage. Did I actually code a bonus for thorns damage, or did I just... I don't recall. Warp speed. Let's see, go to definition. Find all references. Let's see, go to definition. Return SP flat return damage. There it is. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, 50 thorns damage. Let's see. And bonus B. All stats, comma 1. It's all stats, not all stat, right? I believe it's all stats. All stats, yep, okay. And 1% damage. Angel, Demon, Dragon, Undead again. Which is already coded, so... the longest fucking bit of code. Get rid of the HP regeneration rate. There we go. File save. Hit reload script. Reload item DB. Add item. Stretch. Add refine 010. Add battle stats. Versus the formless, undead, demon, angel, and dragon. 10%. Yep. Oh, wait, it should be 20%, not 10%. So what went wrong? I really should add all this fucking renewal items in already. Six, 8, 6, 7. That's bothering me. Yeah, that's what this is. I'm working on next patch right now. I don't know if I'll be available in game yet, but I'm gonna be putting them at least in. Try and get them in client and in so I can do add item and give them to people if I want. Because I can add quests are super easy to add. I don't actually need to restart the server for that. Most items are easy to add, other than like skill items like Soul Lantern. I couldn't have added. Boots I couldn't have added just because of the way they work. Item. Okay. I need to find that item real quick. DB pre-re item DB Control F DIA DEM item. That is 335. Okay. What's the effect of it called? I don't know what to call this set. Any ideas on the name of this fucking set? The exploration? Oh, let's call it EXP. Whatever. That was 335 for the view ID. Yeah, naming is hard, exactly. Bonus, B, M defense, 1, 1, no, 3, sorry. 3, that's a really solid headgear. So that is B, STR, sorry, bonus, B, STR, comma, I think I'm gonna change the HP to HP rate. read param bstr. I know I did it wrong, but shut up. Hit. Let's see, dex and dex would be ATK and max HP rate. I'll do 1% HP for 5, so you can get up to, actually that's too strong still. Max HP. We'll do, so what's 19? It's 19 hit, 19 attack. I think I'm gonna do times 20, which is about 1/10 that. 20 times 19, 380. We'll do 25, okay. 25 HP. That'd be 5 HP per int, yeah. Versus fucking 40 HP per int. That's so high. Like, legitimately. Combo. Drop chance, EXP, and +3 to the highest base stats. I'm gonna take a piss real quick, be right back. And I'm back. So the item combo, we'll go ahead and close that, import. Item combo DB. Embrace. 6, 6, 6, 7, 6, 8. Just 4 items, right? Yep, just 4 items. Five, and let's see, that's RC all, and then I don't know if I'll do drops or not, but I might just, because drops is a little overpowered. Yeah, drop. I'm probably not gonna do drops. And then 3 to the the highest stat. Okay. Now to compare the highest. Save, close that. Nitro. Is there a quick way of checking the highest stat rather than doing if strength greater than all 5, if dash greater than all 5? Because I don't really feel like doing a million fucking if statements. I don't think so, right? I, A, V, D, L. Dot at L. I don't think there's a better way of doing this. I might change this to whatever you have stats of 99 get plus 3 of instead. That is true. And then switch which one it is after that. But I hate doing switches in item scripts. I wish I did continue doing if statements. Also, which stat, what if there's a tie? Which stat do I max out first? Which should I prioritize? I think I'll prioritize Dex, because that's the most, or luck. Because there needs to be an order of operations. So which stat max is the most important? Dex or Int, which is more important? Agility or Strength? Strength or Vit? But yeah, your suggestion works fine. Greater than dot at I dot at S. Oh my fucking god. There we go. See, I think strength more valuable than agility. So as far as order of operations, I'm pretty sure Dex is the most valuable. You don't really int and strength don't really compete. I think this is the order of operations right here. Personally. Which means I need to do it in reverse order. Wait. Let's see. Dot at temp. We'll use t equals. If luck is higher than vit, set as luck. Otherwise set as vit. That's true, but most cachers don't build vit. This is the highest stat. They'll usually have int or dex. You know what? Yeah, no, I don't want to do highest. Let's see. Dot at t equals. Zero. One. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Dot at t. Dot at t. Otherwise, it will be 2. Let's see, A, or no, not A, VI 3. S4 DN5 is if they're equal, it'll go to the next one. So and then switch. Do I want to do a switch case or do I want to do a fucking if? I hate doing ifs. I mean, I could sub these into each other. Let me copy this real quick and do some fiddling. A I S D. Nope. A V I S. Greater than No, that doesn't work. Okay. That needs to be separate. Is there a yeah, it would have been. Actually, wait, does the Arthena max? I forget, does the Arthena max support multiple items? Yes, it does. That makes it much easier. Not really, actually, no. Because if I do this, I basically just plug these in. If I do that, it'll just give me the number. It won't give me the ID. Alright, I've done this before. I just don't remember how I did it. Results in the smallest or biggest. Not return the highest number, but yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. That won't work because I still need to compare. So it will give me the max, but the max, it doesn't give me the index. It returns the yeah, it returns, yeah. So I think this is going to be the best way. Still, as ugly as this fucking is. case 0 bonus BLUK comma 3 break. One, two, three, four, five. Is it jankier than this? Yeah, because this is a fucking long ass bit of code for what's essentially a max check. I was also considering doing it just +1 stat for every 33 you have. Which would functionally be very similar, but not quite. It'd be much easier to code too. Which is why I considered it. You know what? I'm just gonna do that because I really don't like this bit of code. Bonus B dex comma divided by 33. I'm just gonna do that. It's cleaner. It's functionally this very similar. It's slightly stronger, but I removed the drop chance part from it, so. There we go. Just use packages? No. 5% bonus EXP and a 3% increase in stats. There. That's what it is now. Exploration set. I don't know what it's called, but that's what I'm gonna call it. Close. Now we can just continue the next item. So I don't have to spend all day on one item. Ooh, that made me slightly dizzy. Okay, sorry, I was reading Discord. Ein citizenship token. Ein civ token. Should I have a slot is the question. I'm gonna guess no, because that's really strong. 46069. Oh, welcome, welcome. There's a lot of people watching me in a text file. Neat. If anybody has any questions on what I'm doing, let me know. Let's see, bonus B, all stats, comma 1. Bonus 2 B sub Ellie? Yeah, sub Ellie. Ellie. Comma ELE all, comma 1% resistance. I mean, that's not gonna matter at the end of the day, so who cares? So 10% magic damage and 10% physical damage. That would be add class and magic add class. Okay. Add class and magic add class. Let's see, maybe that'll be 10. That'll be 10. And then paste, space, paste. And then I forget the actual class terms. 1 second. I believe it's class underscore normal. Yeah, class underscore normal, class underscore boss. Okay. Class normal. And class boss. Class normal, class boss. Okay, there we go. File save. Mercenary's pistol. So in order to do this one, I actually have to rework mercenary. Yeah, but that's fine in a script, but I don't like doing that in item scripts. Because they're loaded so frequently. Yeah. Yeah, because item scripts are loaded so frequently, I don't like that. Okay, so these two right here are going to need new item buffs. Actually, all 3 of these will be. Are going to need new straight up buffs. Okay. Yeah. So this one right here is going to need a new item type, a buff type. This one right here is going to need a new buff type. This one right here is going to need a new buff type. This one also needs me to rework mercenary bounties. I don't know if you saw the post I made. I want to make mercenary bounties a single to kill, and I want to make it on the champion mobs. So you'll get a random champion mob once a day that you can kill. I'm also going to remove I'm also thinking of removing ranking. Competitive ranking, I should say. From most classes, other than Captain, where it makes sense. Buccaneer actually makes sense thematically, because it's Pirate King. Go figure. So I feel like that one makes sense for the class to be the best. Yeah, so you get to kill one champion mob. It randomly selected once a day. If you can't kill it, you just try tomorrow. That's pretty much how I'm going to code it. The thing is, I need to fix champion mobs. So, Frat did the champion mobs, but he didn't actually rebalance their stats properly. Yeah. On the topic of blacksmith, I'm reworking blacksmithing, crafting outright. I'm removing named items. Just removing named items. It doesn't add anything to the game. By doing that, it'll free up card slots. Actually, let me pull up my documentation on it. 1 second, let me switch screens. I think there's some other sensitive information on this, so I can't pull it up right away. So I'm gonna make sure I have file. Download. PDF. Uh, 13, 16, 20. Oh wait, that's way too big. 11. Okay. Export. Yeah, there's some other sensitive information on there I don't want revealed yet, so I don't want to show it. But so I want to. Yeah, you can hop in VC. I've been in VC this whole time. I just know you will be. I'm pretty sure you'll be heard on stream. So heads up. I actually haven't checked if you'll be heard on stream or not. I'm just letting you know. Some people don't like being on stream still.
Hello.
Hello. So you're looking at my screen, right?
Sorry, I was just seeing if I could be heard on stream. I didn't actually hear clear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on your screen. Yeah.
Okay. Let me go ahead and turn down my volume real quick. Mute. So I want to move the. Not necessarily this is exactly how I'll do it, but I have another. I should have a better post for it. I believe I posted it in blacksmith crafting, gear crafting. Yes, I did. It's under the spoiler tag, so I want to remove ranking. All right, just remove ranking. It will still count but it won't be do anything stat wise. You won't get better crafted gear. You won't have a higher chance chance. You won't none of that bullshit. You won't have a named item, so who cares? Basically, it'll just keep track of who what blacksmith is most active, essentially. Um, Removing items or removing the naming will allow for card slots to be on crafted gear, which that right there in itself makes crafted gear viable.
Yeah.
Then I want to use the random option system. So you know the random option system is, right?
Not really.
The enchanting system, you remember the old enchanting system?
Oh yeah. Like what's on like 0 now?
Yeah. So I'm going to use that. So the first slot will be the element. So there's five enchanting slots.
I
So the
see.
first slot will be element. The second slot will be the star damage. So how many star crumbs you apply. Um, and also make that affect magic damage as well. So not just physical damage. Um, the third will be damage with element. So I might combine that into the first slot. So you know how staffs give you bonus damage with the element they are enchanted with when you're crafted.
Right.
So basically, I'll move that. If I can, I'll add the name to the fourth slot. I don't think I'll be able to do that. And then the fifth slot, I don't know. But basically, I want to move it to from the current card slots to the enchanting slots.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be so much better. Like that's the problem with like all. I mean, I think the worst one is with shield, where like it's so difficult for any crafted shield or any non-slotted shield to ever be good because Alice card exists.
yeah. What? Well, Alice card probably needs to be nerfed. Let's be honest. 40%
Yeah.
reduction from MVP. It could be 35%.
Yeah, I mean it's like an MVP card effect. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty nasty.
Let me go ahead and check. I forget the crafted armor bonuses for armor for shield. I actually forget what they are. I know one's anti crit. I remember that one.
Yeah,
So obviously these ones. Oh
they're
yeah,
not
and
bad.
that would also allow me to insert these into the game.
Right. Yeah.
And then this part would be removed, so I'd probably just add this somewhere else. Probably in strong. This would also allow me to say make it so you add 5 strongs. For instance, I don't know. I could adjust the numbers as well. Um, the only problem is the UI. I would be getting rid of the current UI. I would have to, in order to do this properly, I would need to add kind of like arrow crafting UI.
Right.
I'd basically have to repeat that UI like 5 times. So the first one you'd select your element, the second one you'd
Right.
select star crumb, third one you'd select another star crumb, another star crumb. That's probably how I would handle it. Is just have like 5 menus in a row,
Yeah, that's.
which isn't it makes it more tedious.
Yeah, it's not that bad actually.
It makes the individual crafting more tedious, but since the gear is so much better, it becomes best in slot. Just it becomes best in slot, particularly on armors where you have one card slot, so you're not losing the card slot.
Yeah.
You on weapons, I could just make it have one less card slot, and that'd be fair. So, for instance, a sword, it'd give you a 3 slotted sword instead of a 4 slotted sword, or 2 slotted sword instead of a 4 slotted sword, for
Right.
instance. Which giving up one, card slot or one card slot for weapon element, star damage and magic damage with the element is worth it. Like hands down, is worth it. There are situations where a card slotted weapon would be better, particularly if you're looking for a weapon combo, then that'd be better. But oftentimes it wouldn't be. Um, Probably super late game gear would still outshine it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's not where blacksmithing gear is supposed to shine. Blacksmithing gear is supposed to be good, but not best in slot.
Yeah, I mean, if it's ever like best in slot, then that
Yeah.
means best in slot is like really easily acquirable for the
hmm
most part.
Um,
Okay.
obviously, since the list of gear you can craft is really small. That's where it prevents it from being best in slot.
Yeah.
But like, and then that would also allow me to do the elemental damages. The only thing is, you heard me talking about Sage earlier, right?
Yeah.
Endows. I want to not remove endows. So instead of endows being basically weapon element, I want them to be like Magnum Break. The after effect of Magnum Break, where you get 20% bonus damage as fire damage.
Right. So it's like a stack on top.
Yeah. I was thinking. My initial thoughts on the numbers are cut your damage in half and convert half your damage into that element. So instead of getting 100% damage, you get 50% of your damage as that element. And that way you could actually basically dual element. So if you had a fire property sword, it would remove half your fire damage and convert it to water damage, for instance, when you're endowed.
Right.
Which in itself means you can do more interesting things. It means mobs can't just resist you outright. Players can't just resist you outright.
For sure, especially for classes which already have like easy access to like the main elements.
Yeah. Like
Sniper.
yeah, sniper, which by arrows would be considered weapon element. They wouldn't be. That would arrows, bullets, and weapons would not be affected by that. I would only do it for endows. So if you wanted elemental damage, like pure elemental damage, you could use a sniper,
Right.
or you could use an elemental weapon, a crafted weapon, for instance, which would be a full element, not a partial element. And then, but the endows, so shadow box, or is it giggling box?
Yeah, giggling box.
Yeah, giggling box, sage endows, samurai endows. Those would be
Right.
those would become partial, and I really really like that idea. My initial thoughts are half damage. That's my initial kind of where I like it. I don't know if you noticed or if you paid attention to the patch notes where I added that duality to monsters.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It doesn't actually make them that much stronger, surprisingly. Well, depending. If you're geared properly, it doesn't.
Yeah.
If you're not geared properly, if you're only running neutral resistance, well, yeah, you're gonna get shit fucked. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like blacksmith's like pretty. I don't know, like it's such a good concept.
It's in. Oh.
Could do a lot more.
So okay. The problem is it's an economy class. The problem is you can't have an economy class in MMO. It's fine in a single player game. It's not good in MMO.
Yeah.
Unless the economy is purely crafting. Like basically blacksmith and alchemist, I could remove merchant from the game. Right? I could remove merchant from the game, move all those skills to platinum skills that everybody could learn.
Yeah.
Who would care? Like legitimately, who would care? Other people who are fans of merchant. That's originally my original plan was to remove merchant. And then I actually decided against it because there are people who really like alchemist, like homunculus alchemist. There are people who really like blacksmith, and I wouldn't want to alienate those people. So I removed the problems from merchant, which are the selling and buying. I also removed it from stalker as well, because if I'm removing it from merchant, I might as well remove it from stalker. Or, yeah, I have a whole document on list of changes that I may or may not do, like a 30-page document.
Damn.
But I can't show. I'm not going to show. It's actually in collab with another project I'm helping with, which is why this patch has been so slow.
Right. I see.
I mean, I think the last patch was a month ago, right? Yeah, I think it was the 29th last month.
Yeah, something like that.
Information, patch notes. Or was it 2 months ago? No, it was 2 months ago now. Yeah, I patched 2 months ago. I mean, it was a big patch, don't get me wrong. And this patch is gigantic. Primarily because I'm synchronizing with Arthena. That right there is huge. Because last time I synchronized was in February. So 8 months worth of updates. Recoded storage. So the storage you'll now your storage can get smaller, but you're gonna keep the same number of items total. No big deal. Add another storage unit. Disabling Discord bot. Added a conf setting so I can turn on and off the mob LE tech whenever I want. 2 new map flags to stop mailing and banking in.
Oh, come on, you ignored the best one.
Oh, Nidhogg, yes, the one you pestered me for like months.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it eventually. Like my plan is, as I add new areas in, the old areas will become more and more accessible. Um, I don't want to remove the New World quest, so you have to do it at least once. Who cares?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Oh yeah, crafting changes right here. Increase fame from refining armor. Remove baby crafting penalty. Why that exists, I don't know. You know, babies have half crafting chance, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
It's so dumb. Also, stone enhancement. So crafting the elemental stones, that's going up. This also affects mithril, so that's why I've told everyone not to crafting the mithril till next patch.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've crafted done refined armor yet.
I have not. I'm not level 70, so.
Okay, if you refine armor, it will pop up rings in your gear. In the list, it'll show non-refinable items as well as weapons in armor
Right.
refine. Even though weapons shouldn't pop up in armor refine, so I fixed that.
Nice.
Nerfing, nerfing mining, buffing mining. I'm getting a training rune. I'm going to be slowly nerfing and then potentially removing training rune. I don't. Was it you who was arguing that it's?
Yeah, it was me. I don't know, like.
I think it's bad design. It is.
Like it just feels.
The point of it.
Like
The point of
me
it was.
as a player, like I want to like do things like optimally. So like if I want to make a new character,
You need a
I
training
don't want to
rune.
make the new character when I don't have that rune.
Yeah, which that's fully legitimate. Um, the design was to make it so your second or third character will be faster to level up. I still want the initial level up, the initial grind for your first character, which a lot of things I've done feed into that. Um, on your initial character, you won't have a daily bonus because it won't have built up. On the initial one, you won't have event tickets. You won't have all gear, event tickets, loyalty points. You won't have all these things to help you level up faster. You'll have the inn, which is a 10% increase in XP and drops, which nobody does. Like, no new players do. I should specify,
Yeah.
because they don't realize that it does that. I need to update the tutorial, but effort. Or not effort.
It's fun.
Time.
Um, you know, right? It's something that's bothered me for a while. You know the blacksmith like breaking down skill.
Yes,
I don't know what
dismantling.
it's called. Dismantling. Right. So like, there's like this problem, like in RO design,
Hmm.
where like, say like I'm hunting for like the best example I can think of is like Abysmal Night Card.
Yeah.
So like I'm farming it, I'm killing like 1,000 of him, and I'm getting like rare drops,
Yeah.
like weapon drops or
Hmm.
like armor drops. Like these weapon drops are like completely useless to me because either they're like one of like the few best
Hmm.
like in slot weapons for like at least one purpose,
Yeah.
or like they're just worth nothing, and they sell for like a
And
lot
they
of
sell for
them
10.
sell for like 10 or like a stupidly low amount. So like when I like heard about that skill, like my vision of it was that it gives value to these items which
That's
currently really have no value.
it needs a database. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I had to
basically.
I had to manually type in every single item, every single crafting thing it dismantles into. Um, but that's an issue with. I was actually thinking about this yesterday. Yeah, last night I was thinking about this. Um, so have you played? You play League, obviously, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So you know how there's an item value. Everything has an item value. Attack has an item value.
yeah.
Crit has an item value. RO doesn't have that. So items don't have like a set value.
Right.
Um, so you'll end up with a weapon that's strong as hell. Let's say Muramasa, for instance. It's a good item, not best in the slot, but a solid item. But it sells for less than a dagger that's dropped by a pouring.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me. Um, I could fix that through SQL edits and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that. I could do write a function to adjust every single item's cost and sell value to scale with some function I designed,
Right. Yeah.
and then give unique passives, unique effects, at their own gold value, and that would tell you how valuable an item is. Um,
I
I'd
think
actually want to shift it down though. So currently, dagger would get worse. Like dagger would just be like 5 gold, 5 zenny. Who cares?
yeah, that makes sense.
But late game items would be much better. I don't know the exact numbers. Probably like 1 zenny per attack, multiplied by like 25% times weapon level, because weapon level is important on our server. It's not important elsewhere. Actually, it's really important on our server because of weapon mastery. So that's a problem I see in the game, but I haven't. That's another systemic problem. That requires a lot of work to fix for
Yeah.
very little. I'm back. The So back on the topic of blacksmith though, the original design. Originally, I was gonna do every weapon armor in the game craftable by blacksmith. That was originally my plan. And then I was gonna do. So this is actually my second project. I actually had another project, same name. I didn't ever release it. I scrapped it. It was essentially a single player RO for the most part, functionally, where you started off in Payon, and then everything was everything was interactable. So you could buy the shops, you could buy NPC shops if you had enough Zenny,
Oh, cool.
and like enable and disable the warps as a player. You had a karma
EO
system.
simulator.
Yeah. So it had a karma system. It had a day-night cycle, like an actual day-night cycle that was attached to server time, not to how long the server's been up, as well as a week cycle. But one of the things in there was I made it so blacksmith could craft every piece of gear. I also removed gear from basically every monster in the game. So if you wanted to craft, say, a solar sword, you needed to get a drop from Minra. One second, my phone's ringing. And it's a telemarketer. Close. So in order to craft solar sword, you had to get a drop from Osiris or Minra, whichever one drops solar sword. And then you could craft it. You could also dismantle items, and you wouldn't get the components, but you'd get a crafting recipe.
Yeah.
So I left MVP drops gear weapons, and then I left demi human weapons. So if it looked like a human, it would drop gear
Right.
because it's a human. It can drop gear. That makes sense. But like a pouring didn't drop a knife.
Yeah.
But I always like the idea of being able to craft everything in the game. Like, I like that idea. That feels good. It feels good as a player. It promotes economy. The problem is that is a huge database. I mean, take a look how many items are in the game.
Well, it's all like, yeah, I mean, it all has to be manually and
This will be manually put in and manually
ideas
tweaked.
for,
Hi, hi. Alexander something or other. Can't read your name, it's in blue.
my my issue with dismantle as it is currently is that essentially you're setting like a price ceiling
Yeah.
on like half of like the valuable components like aluminum and everything else. So like
That's not a
at
bad
the
thing
minute
though.
that's not a problem.
No, that's actually a good thing. Ellie and Elu should not be that hard to get. Honestly, they should be easy to get.
Yeah.
Like legitimately should be easy to get. Because refining is such a big deal. And refining, I like the idea of refining a lot, but failing less often, which is why I went the direction I did with the refining system, with the refining changes. It's really, really, really hard to get plus 10, but you don't have to grind out 1,000 items to do it, or 1,000 weapons to do it. You want a plus 10 ice pick, you don't need a hunt. Uh, I did the math forever ago. I think it was like 2,000 or something like that. Ice picks,
It's
like
disgusting.
1 in 2,000 will get to plus 10, like in the official servers. Like that's actually nuts. I can do the math real quick. Calculator. So an ice pick is level 4, so it is 0.6 times 0.4. Let me look it up. DB pre-re refine DB. 64422. 9. That's such a weird one. 0.6 times 0.4 times 0.4 times 0.2 times 0.2 times 0.1. It's times 100. So you have a 0.03% chance of succeeding. Like,
Yeah.
copy 100 divided by, yeah, so 2,604 on average. That's how many of an item you need to farm to get it plus 10. I haven't actually done the math on mine because it's a little more complicated than that. It's not as straightforward as this one because of the down refines.
It uses Markov chains. Yeah, it's like I can work it out. I just need to look at my maths notes.
Yeah. Yeah, I could work it out too. But the problem is the down refine. It really complicates it because the down refine is also random.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's random between 0 and its current 1 minus its current level.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
So it can down refine once or it can down refine 10 times. Or 9 times. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna go ahead and teach him this real quick. Control F. No. Close. Control F. MF. No. So. No. Bank. Find all references. Yeah, he was. Sorry, he was asking me the other day how to do this.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, the down refine or the breakdown mechanic, I would like to add more items to it. Even if they're not added to crafting itself, I would like to add more items to it.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of putting items in it and making sure they're not too valuable.
Right.
I actually have a debug message in it, just an FYI. So, turn the game. Add reload script. It'll automatically pop it up in a second. So Alex, the first thing you need to do is define them. If you go to map.hpp, and then you find this function right here, the e underscore map flag int 16, and you just put them at the bottom. No mail item and no bank. You need to do that first. Let me know when you do have that done.
That was really confusing. I'm also called Alex, so
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
that's fine.
Yeah, I actually didn't know your real name, so. Let me see if that loaded. Yeah, so see this right here? This debug message. It tells me whenever there's an item that buys for a different amount than it dismantles for.
Right. Yeah. That
So-
was clever.
So there are items that are. This item buys for 1,500, but this item you can't buy. Like these items you can't buy. This one you can, quote unquote, buy, but yeah, you're not buying that with Zenny, so I'm perfectly okay with that being dismantleable for a much higher value. Yeah, so this is the max dismantle value and the average dismantle value, and it's assuming best everything. So this is assuming you have a Imperium Anvil, assuming you have job level 70. So, like, look how fucking valuable golden armor is. Like, look at that shit.
God damn.
It's worth
Get me
$500,000.
some of that. I didn't know where you get that.
You can't.
Never mind then.
Yeah, that's why you can't get it. That's why it's still in here.
Right.
You can craft it. You just can't. And then you
Right.
can craft it and then dismantle it. But crafting it, you can sell for. Basically, you sell it for that much or half that for just some of the components. Yes, I already coded it, Alex. I coded it for my server forever ago. Like 2 months ago. Yeah, so you define the map flags, and then you're going to want to export the map flags as well, which is in script HPP, script constants.hpp. You can just find, just look up MF private airship or MF no tomb, and you'll be able to find it. And then once you have the definitions done and the exporting done, let me know, because that's the easy part. Close this. Doesn't need to be open anymore. Item making. Oh god, so many items. But yeah, the mercenary. I want to rework the mercenary bounty board to be just one target, and it will be you'll talk to an NPC. You won't just cast a skill. Like maybe like the leader of the mercenary guilds or what mercenary guilds, you can talk to them for the bounty.
Yeah.
And then the rewards will be doubloons, not Zenny.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. And then that will be another way of getting doubloons easily.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll leave the fame system in for mercenary, but it's not there to compete. I'm gonna flatten it out, so there's no longer a competition. Nope. So you don't get a bonus for being top ranked.
Right.
You just get a bonus for completing them. So once you complete 100, which is a lot, by the way, you'll get the bonus damage, the full bonus damage. And then I'll probably actually reset everybody's bounty. So
Yay.
I know. I'm Unfortunately, I can't leave it as it is because of the way how easy it is to grind it right now.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Because
Uh,
like Wolf still
yeah, well,
basically.
I actually have a function
Have
that
it.
resets it. By the way, I just never enabled it.
Alright, fair enough.
So in no, not disabled it. Custom private. Yeah, rank decay. Yeah, this literally just
Oh yeah, nice.
yeah. If you haven't logged in for 30 days, you lose 1% of your current uh, percentage, and you will lose at least one, as long as you're in the top 10. So if you're in the top 10, you will keep lowering until you're out of the top 10,
Yeah.
as long as
Yeah,
you haven't
that's a
logged
good
in.
system.
Yeah, I just never implemented it. Right, it's coded as you can see.
Sad times.
Yep. But I haven't bothered because effort, like really effort. Mr. Alex, are you still? Have you done that yet? Item bonuses. I can probably close that for now. Item DB. I have so many notes in the item DB. Like look how many notes I have of like potential items. Like there's a bunch of potential items right there. Uh, these are all items that are in. I have sprites for. I just haven't put in the game.
Right.
Oh, how to code for each class. Official class and, or sorry, official class end is there. Sorry, official class end. But I have this one right here, and then I have this one right here, and then all of those. Like, oh, so many fucking classes. Do you think I have enough of these though? 605 fucking
Oh my god.
yeah. That's how many items there are for the enchanting system.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
An item that nobody will ever see the light of day. Mystery headgear box. And mystery pet box, which I actually removed the script.
That's a shame.
The mystery pet box?
Yeah.
Those were donation items. That's
Oh,
why.
I see. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I don't like the idea of basically loot boxes in the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't like that. I knew it'd make me money, that's why I put it in, and then I'm like, you know what, I can't do it. I'm not here to make money. Oh god, I remember this. So during the
Oh no, the donation.
were you there during that?
No, I got that just as it was done, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So the raw donation, I cut it in half, and then you could buy them with either cash or with event tickets.
Right.
Nobody bought them with cash. I like don't buy it with cash. It's not worth it. Please don't do it. But I'll put it in there anyways in case someone actually really wants to.
Right.
Yeah. That reminds me. I need to check this value. I need to check ZRK's money because he gets $5 for every one of these that's opened.
Yeah, I saw that, and I've seen some people using it. So.
Yeah, it's not a bad headgear. It's solid. It's not best in slot.
Yeah.
It's also was slightly abusable. I already fixed the abusable though. So people would AFK with it.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah.
What did you make it so it can't kill?
No, it can kill, or it can't kill on its own. But um, the I improved the AFK detection.
Oh, right, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
the thing which is like currently abusable is there's like 4 new classes which have some kind of way of like killing AFK.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Draconeer was the worst.
yeah, yeah,
The thing is, Draconeer, if you don't move, you stop getting XP. You stop getting drops.
right.
Yeah. Like I think you have to move after like 5 minutes, something like that, 3 minutes. Talking doesn't count in chat either, by the way. So you can't just sit there and talk. Um, you have to actually walk around and use skills. There is some slight bot detection, but macros are hard to detect. Like I can't tell the difference between a macro and a human without like really complicated stuff.
Yeah.
So mercenary. You want to talk about that for a bit?
Yeah, sure.
He's still not done? Oh, Jesus Christ. So mercenary, I mentioned earlier, the initial design was to be pseudo crit. Not to have the ignore defense, not to have the bonus hit.
Yeah.
So kind of like it is now. Kind of. And then ignore. What's the word I'm looking for? So we didn't ignore defense and stuff like that because that right there makes it super powerful.
Right. Yeah.
Brokenly so. It also makes me have less granularity with skills because I have to assume that you're going to get 200% crit damage. I have to assume it because crit damage is just the best damage type on them. Because every skill, every hit crits, every crit damage lowers the defense, and then increases their damage on top of it. So it stacks multiplicatively with itself.
Yeah.
Granted, it's weaker on skills than it is on auto attacks, baseline. But skills do more damage, so meh. Yeah. But I don't think making it a crit damage would be the optimal way of doing it. Or crit chance would be the correct way of doing it there. Because crit chance is so easy to come by in the game.
Yeah, crit chance is so easy.
I mean, yeah.
Like you can be like level 40 with 100 crit chance.
Yeah.
So, honestly, like the best way would probably be how it was originally. Like
Where each skill has a percent bonus damage on it.
yeah, basically.
And remove the ignore defense part.
Yeah.
I might just code a second crit bit of code that is purely pirate crit. So if you want crit. Come on, thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ. One second, let me close my window. That's loud as fuck. And I'm back.
Hey.
Okay, let's see. Captain. Pirate Jinx. Okay. So, this right here. Basically, this is right here is the crit check. I'm probably gonna just clone this and add a if is pirate crit, which would be a second check
Yeah.
only for pirate skills.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
And then I could manipulate it much easier. Cause I could have separate counters and variables and all that stuff. And I could just do something like instead of ignoring defense and ignoring flee, I can just double damage. Cannot crit and multi-hit. Actually, you can, but whatever, game. Yeah, I think that's probably my solution. And then I could also trim this down because I don't need this. I don't need this. And then I could give individual pirate skills higher crit chances. Or even crit damages.
Right. Yeah.
Damage time. Dummy skill. What's that? Ah, that was my fake skill. Okay.
Are you still planning on changing aimbot, by the way?
I really like aimbot personally. Like I playing with it, I find it a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's high risk because it basically locks you in place. Like functionally, if it's going off, you're using skills and it's locking you in place.
Yeah.
Which means you can't escape for a very short period of time, other than using collateral damage, because you can still use collateral damage while it's active and backslide. Which I kind of like that. I think it should probably be higher damage though. So if I go to aimbot,
Yeah, if it like applied a multiplier on the damage done by the different shots it uses, I think then it would be more viable.
yeah. So I probably wouldn't do multiplier because right here, I'd probably just increase the skill level. So rather than casting the current skill level you have, give it like +1 skill level. So that'd be a 20. So let me go ahead and go to Lake Shot. So an extra 40% damage, or 20% damage, because these do 200%, right? Yeah. So 240% damage instead of 200 and instead of 200. That right there is probably worth it.
Yeah, because it's a trade-off.
Yeah, you're losing your mobility for auto casting while being able to cast yourself, because you can spam skills while it's going off, which is just stupid.
Yeah.
You can't attack because it cancels your right click animation, which I did that on purpose. Otherwise, it would be truly broken. You just right click on something
I
that's.
tried that as soon as I used it. I was like, oh, did he stack?
No. Because if you were to be able to right click while they're out of range, and then if they got in range, you just blast them with your single target. Yeah, that would be so stupid. But I think the problem is pirates, the initial class. I do need to add either crit damage or crit chance to pirate itself for pirate janks. Let's see. There's so many fucking checks for this goddamn skill. It's so annoying.
Which one's that?
Like, oh yeah. Oh, wait, that was the one I wanted. Damn it. Yeah, so it's half a crit damage chance, or 5% crit damage, and 10% crit damage if you're using dagger and sword as your primary weapon. Like, this should probably switch from crit damage to crit chance, or just remain crit damage. I'm not sure. And then should crit damage affect Pirate's crit skills, or no? I say yes, because that makes sense to me. But I don't know what your thoughts are.
I think like the numbers on pirate skills right now kind of need yes.
Well, it fits thematically. That's the thing.
Yeah, and it does. Yeah.
Because the whole class is they crit. That's like the whole underclass. By the way, this originally was a double hit. It was gonna be a double attack with swords. That's what it was originally gonna be coded as.
Right.
I scrapped that and decided, because I already, all the skills already crit, and I'm like, you know what? They don't need a double attack. That it doesn't fit. There's too much overlap with thief there. Because they both steal. Sure, it can't hide, but meh. The other thing I might do is remove the unique damage scaling on sword pistol combo. I might remove that. Because you do know it has a unique scaling, right?
I remember you fiddling around with it in patches like about a year ago.
I haven't touched it in way longer than that. Like, yeah, I haven't actually touched the skill damage scaling.
No, that was something else.
Yeah, so if you go to pirate, yeah, that's their damage scaling.
Yeah.
Which, basically, they get free bonus damage if they're using pistol and weapon and dagger, or pistol and sword.
Yeah.
They just have higher attack because of it, which I don't think this is needed. It was a cool idea at the time. It made them feel unique, but they already feel unique enough as it is, so I don't think they need it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should write some of this shit down. Notepad. Would you, as the one of the main people who play pirate, would you rather have Jinx do bonus damage or bonus crit chance?
Damage for sure.
Okay.
Because like crit chance is nice when you're like starting out and you find it hard to reach 100 crit, but like realistically after you're geared up and stuff, you can easily smash 100 crit. Like,
yeah. Oh, remember 100 crit's not always enough either. And then there's also crit reduction. I've added quite a few crit reduction items in the game. I think you can get like 75% crit reduction or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's not damage reduction, that's chance reduction.
Yeah.
Which
like for like PvE, there's only like a couple of mobs with like look high enough that it makes that much difference.
Yeah. Okay.
In general, if you have like 110 crit, that's
yeah.
Alex replied, by the way.
He said no, yeah. So I write on bank? No. Sorry. It's, you want to use so when you in your map flag definition, you want to just define a map flag. So mf underscore is the prefix for map flags. You should use it just for consistency. And then mf underscore no mail item. That's how I coded them for consistency. And then on the export, it's just export that. Export underscore constant and that value. And then once you have those two things done, I can actually go into the actual bit of code rather than just telling you to define it, because all that is defining the code it for later on, so it doesn't cause you conflicts. And that's map HPP and script constants HPP. Move ignore flee, move ignore defense. This one right here is gonna be a big one. The ignore defense part, that's gonna be huge. I'm trying to think of the damage, the value, the bonus damage value. Should it just be percent crit damage bonus damage? Because Pirate Jinx gives you what, 45%? Oh, that's super outdated. Jesus Christ.
Let me check actually on my actual character.
At job pirate. I don't. At job pirate. Wait, how is pirate wrong at job 42, 43? 25%?
Yeah, I think doubled for dagger and sword.
Yeah. So, which I'll probably remove that discrepancies. Move. There we go.
I think I like some aspect of like defense ignore, like bypassing. So
The thing is, it's too strong.
if you can, yeah, like as like an overall, like when your entire character has that.
Yeah, when every single one of your skills has that.
Yeah. Having that on a skill, like one of the shots can be like repurposed as like a chance to lower defense by 1%.
That'd be fine, yeah. So let me check out the shots real quick. I mean, I can make precision just ignore defense instead of crit damage as well. Because you get 50% crit damage, you get 25% here and 25% here.
Yeah.
And precision could just be 25% ignore defense.
Yeah.
On shots.
Which I don't hate, but I don't know if you'd want it to be a more like active decision.
I know, I that's what my other thought was. Blind will actually be more useful with these changes because blind lowers flee as well.
Yeah.
Quick shot, arm shot, leg shot, headshot. This feels. I think a headshot would be the best option actually.
Yeah, I mean, I have them all scaled to level 5 apart from headshot, which is 2.
Yeah.
So I think I came to the same conclusion.
Yeah. And probably 25% defense. How many seconds should that be? Oh, someone PM me. Sorry, someone was PMing me on Discord. Who's a new player? Oh, Adeptus. That's a weird fucking name.
Have you seen the Twitch chat?
I have not. I can't hear the other person talking. Sup, no. Yeah. So they can't hear you?
I guess not. I don't know. I muted the stream so I didn't hear it twice. Let me unmute.
Yeah, I have it muted for that same reason.
Okay, you can't hear me. I'm just quiet. That's all.
Oh, okay. So you're just quiet as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal. Noel, you still there? Ah. No, it's gonna remove the ignore flee and defense, or definitely gonna remove the ignore defense. This one's a maybe, but it's definitely gonna ignore defense. Not gonna ignore defense because that's what makes it too strong. I'm essentially splitting the check. That's all. If you need to go, just go. It's fine. But I think doing this would make it easier to balance later on because I can buff it in other ways without having to directly buff the skill itself. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, Ice Pick is disgusting in itself, but um, and actually then I can make precision be hit. So then precision could just be hit chance, and that would get rid of that problem. So first class you wouldn't have the ignore flee, and then the second class I could make it crits ignore to 25%.
Yeah, that works for Merc.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you're right. They don't build decks already. So let me check Buck real quick at job 4248. Um, hmm. Possibly. Landlubber is super strong as it is, so very specific but super strong. Particularly since they have fire attack.
Yeah, it's like double whammy.
Yeah. Yeah. So you weren't here for the discussion on endows, but I'm probably changing endows. Essentially, I'll be making them kind of like Magnum Break. TLDR. Just a better Magnum Break buff. And Landlubber is a single skill point skill. It doesn't have any prerequisite, so that'd be fine too. Okay. Yeah, you should go to bed then. Don't stay up and watch stream just because I'm streaming. Your sleep is more important.
Interrupt real quick.
Okay, go
There's
ahead.
a guy on the server asking how to do the Draconeer job change, how to start it.
You talk to Lloyd. Make sure you have all your skill points done.
Where's
You talk to Lloyd in Neat, and then just make sure you have all your skill points cleared. I can hop on in a second. I'll need to disable my stream for a moment though, because
I told him. We'll see if he comes back in 5 minutes saying he can do.
yeah, if he can't do it, I'll hop in. I will have to disable my screen so I can log in though. See. Oh yeah, but remember earlier I was saying duality? Duality seems to be so strong on fucking on anybody with a paladin in their party.
Yeah.
Because of resonance. Is it resonance? The one that they buff you with, where you get holy resistance.
Yeah.
Because that's taken into account. Yeah, I think it's Providence. Okay.
That's it.
It's holy. I'm 99% sure. SC Prov. Let me check real quick. Unless that was a renewal thing. Yeah, it's holy and demon. It's not angel and demon, it's holy and demon.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is probably why you thought it was angel, because it's holy. Yeah, so Providence works with divine duality. I'm going to log in real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sound. Let's go and turn my music back on. Or my. There we go. So I have duality on right now, right? Yeah. So let me go ahead and take off my gear. So, like, I only have resistance, elemental mastery, fire, holy, and then duality, right? At
Yep.
battle stats R. So I'm at 40% holy resistance and fire resistance, right? Which is fine. And then at job paladin. And then if I do the same thing, 65%. I also archive Wednesday streams, so this will always go to YouTube. So you don't even have to worry about catching it. That way everything is archived. So if you need to go ahead and go to sleep, and you can watch it later. Watch it on transit or in lunch or whatever. No, I didn't do the item event review because that one was so specific for the server. I actually did the item scripting earlier though. That's what I started off the stream and doing. I got like to here. Ah, okay. Do. Increase hit by 10. That also plays into I forgot about that. Increase the hit by 10. That also helps Buccaneer. Which is it should help Buccaneer more than Mercenary, but I might actually just buff that skill, maybe 15 or something.
Yeah.
Patch, remove and lubber, add new hit chance skill for Buck. Merc. Oh yeah. File. Save. Pirate update 3. Actually, wait, this is pirate update 2. I've only updated 1 so far. Night, man.
Good night.
Yeah. I think that's the main problem with pirate classes, though, is the just the damage scaling, because it means the skills themselves have the weak as fuck. And job 4243. This will, because by doing that, it'll let me buff the skill damages as well.
Yeah.
Add 1 skill shops. This will be really strong on if you only have 1 level maxed out as well. Because essentially it will double your damage if you only have level 1. So for instance, if you have headshot level 2, it's a 50% damage increase for headshot when using a aimbot. Kinda. And then these will not have the damage scaling for Giant Slayer. Yeah, that'd be too strong, I think. Even though it's an additive, it might actually not be, but I'll see. How many? I've been streaming for 3 hours already. Jesus Christ. Okay, close. I think that's enough talk about Pirate now. Don't you agree?
Agreed.
Okay. Oh, here's a nice buff for Wizard that doesn't matter. Is bypass 1 word? Yeah, bypass is 1 word. Okay. I don't know. I want to put this nerf in right here, the dual wielding nerf, but I don't know if it's too much. Like, I really don't know if that's too much or not.
What, costing double ammo?
Yeah, if you're dual wielding.
Probably not. Like, probably not too much.
Okay.
So, like, my thought is...
I'm buffing the damage as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. Because, like, I think when you start off, you're not really using a auto attack focus skill.
Mm-hmm.
It adds some cost to, so like you can very easily hit like 450 APM. Well,
Yeah.
not super easily, but like without too much difficulty hit 450 APM. So it adds some cost to that. You're just, auto attacking monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Let me check bullet time real quick. PT underscore bullet time. Range. So it currently does half damage plus skill level. Or plus the bonus, which is... That'd be 40%. So you do 90% damage, you do 10% less damage at the base. Point not. So 90, and then you do... It's actually plus 40, by the way, because the way it is per hand. So... Plus, they already updated. Oh, I already updated the description. Okay. So 110% damage. 130% damage. So you're getting a 30% damage increase only. I might need to actually buff these. Buff the dual wielding for pistol.
How do attack values work on dual wielding?
Oh, 1 second. I couldn't hear you with the music. Okay, go ahead.
How do attack values work with dual wielding?
That's what this is right here. So it takes your total attack and or your would be your total damage and cuts it and reduces it. So if you have 218 attack, your first hit will do half damage. Your second hit will do 40% damage.
Right, I see.
Which since I've designed the pistols to be low attack damage,
Yeah.
I think these numbers can be higher.
Yeah, that was my thought, because, like, yeah, I mean, I just checked, and I have, like, 330 attack with, like, like, a plus 10 and a plus 8.
Yeah.
Pistol. Compared to, like, like 450 odd on my snipe.
I think I'm going to do 60 and 50. So you'll do 110% damage base, because obviously you're getting some bonus damage from the second weapon, and then plus another 20% on each weapon. So that'd be 80 and 70, that's 150% damage. So it's a 50% damage increase.
Yeah.
And there's no attack speed penalty for your second dagger, or your second pistol, so.
Nice.
So this will compensate for the no attack speed penalty. And then, of course, you get bonus card slot, you get other things as well. Or no, not increase, decrease.
Just had a funny idea for an item.
What?
Whiskey flask.
I already considered that.
Alright. But, like, increases attack or something.
Decrease dual penalty for main hand from 50% to 40%. Offhand from 40% or no 60% to 50%. The buff, so. And then on top of it, the dual damage is going up as well. File save. There we go. Look at this pointless buff. Look at that pointless buff. That's the best buff I've done in months.
Nice.
Because it's 100% fucking pointless. It's the only Earth skill in the game that does not hit hidden targets.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of Earth, is you hit hidden targets.
Gotta tick that box.
Yeah. That or make it not Earth, but you're throwing sand in their eyes, come on. You also, who uses this skill?
Yeah.
Like, if hit or blind was better, it probably would. Did I buff blind? I forget. I was considering it. Oh yeah, that's blind bonus damage. No, I didn't buff it. Oh, I did buff it. Okay. Yeah, blind stronger. I forgot I buffed. I did push that through. Blind is mildly stronger. Something to the tune of calc. 0.25 over 0.33. Yeah, it's 25% stronger. What's up, Monica? Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the prime.
Oh, I just wanted the badge, honestly. When Monica had it and I got a bit jealous.
That's all that you want for the badge. I don't have any perks or anything like that because I'm not going to bother. Because
Okay.
I don't care enough.
Cool first next to my name.
Yeah, you do it first.
Oh yeah, I've got 2 badges.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got the Twitch Prime one as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have those badges.
Oh, come on, you don't have to do me like that.
One of them, you can get that GLF, Good Luck Have Fun pledge for free. You know that, right? The little keyboard icon. Yeah.
Yeah.
You click on it, you can get it.
Oh, cool.
Basically just saying you'll be a good sport in video games.
I mean,
You play League, so yeah.
oof. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I play League too, so, but I very much try my best not to flame people.
I do try my best.
I have friends who flame.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, calm down. Just a game. On top of it is normals. Have fun. Who cares if I'm going Vayne support? It's normals.
Yeah.
You can't have fun. Well, stop playing the video game.
Well, it should be.
Right now, I downloaded a Genshin Impact. Like four
Heard about
four people told me to download it, so I downloaded it yesterday. Fucking took like 12 hours to download. It's like 12 gigabytes. For reference, I have 230 megabytes down. It should have taken like,
that. That's so weird.
yeah, it was downloading at 0.31 megabytes per second.
Damn.
Yeah. So not even like 1% of my download bandwidth.
Yeah, that's messed.
Yeah. It turns out there's a bug on there on their downloader. If you close the download and reopen it, it will speed up to like 2 megs.
Right. That was happening loads with Warzone,
Was it?
like the Call of Duty thing, because like at the start of like when everything got locked down here in England, because everyone was downloading Warzone because it was
Mhm.
free. Like, yeah, I guess I don't know, they didn't have any bandwidth and everything was downloading super.
And
slow.
everybody's downloading it at once, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're probably not using peer-to-peer, which peer-to-peer is better in those sort of situations.
Yeah.
But it's worse in other situations. So if you're running peer-to-peer, a torrent essentially,
Yeah.
the more people who are torrenting it or seeding it, the better it is. And you just mandatory.
That used to have peer-to-peer ages ago.
Yeah, League had peer-to-peer. I think for like season 1 and 2,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. Somebody was complaining on one of the channels. So I think it was Freak's channel. When he did the item breakdown where he broke down all the new items,
Yeah.
or correction, the mythics and the legendaries, and somebody was complaining that Zanyas is overpowered. I'm like, it's not. If you think it's overpowered, look at season 1 when it was Zanyas and Deathcap for cheaper. It's like that. Put it this way, it was so strong that I could solo Baron at 20 minutes every game. Every game. I mained Heimerdinger season 1, by the way.
Oh, right. Yeah, fair enough. That makes more sense then.
Yeah, Heimerdinger, not the most broken champion in the game, season 1. What? You have a turret? Oh, let me just throw a grenade at it. Okay, I'll kill your turret in 5 minutes, regardless of what happens. Like
Yeah.
you will lose your turret because I'll just throw grenades at it, and if you come on me, I'll just stand in my turrets and kill you. Because people didn't know how to play back then.
Yeah, that was back when everyone was so bad that honestly it didn't really matter what every champion and
And there
item
was
did.
no meta yet.
Yeah.
Freaking dude, did you play season 1 or no?
No, I started playing season 2.
Okay. So you didn't have to deal with Taric Scion bot lane.
No, yeah.
Old Taric, old Scion.
I remember old Sion. I used to love him. You could cheese people so easily with
Yeah.
him. Oh,
So
that's just like Stun City. They're just point and click stun.
yeah, point and click stuns, AOE auras, AOE heal, AOE heal.
Yeah.
Because Scion had an AOE heal. You could dive at level 6. You could just dive. Like it didn't matter who they were playing. You just dived them and killed them. That and the old Sunfire uh, Force of Nature
Yeah.
build. Everybody run what is it called? Not barrier, where it protects your turrets. Everybody run teleport and run
Yeah.
well, you can't kill the
Garrison?
turrets. What?
Was it like Garrison or something?
You think so? Maybe. Garrison was the Dominion version of it,
Right.
but
Okay.
it was called something else before that. But yeah, it was Garrison. So you'd run Garrison, teleport, four Sunfires, boots, and Force of Nature on
What the
all
fuck?
5 of you,
Nice.
and you just win because they couldn't kill you. You do dot damage to all of you because Sunfire is stacked. Like whose idea? Yeah, whose idea was that Sunfire is stacked? And then you just, if they did get on your turret, you just garrison it and teleport to it and kill them. It's like 5-man TP mid, just push mid.
Yeah.
And then when they go to split, you just garrison. Oh yeah, and if the tower killed them as an execute with garrison up, you'd get the kill.
Oh my god.
And oh yeah, and if you got executed yourself, your gold reset.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, so executors didn't like keep your bounty. Oh, that was so good. I loved it because it was chaotic though.
Yeah.
I love preseason. Like I always love preseason. Like the new items are gonna be so much fun. They're gonna be busted as fuck, but they're gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, for sure. That's like my favorite time to play as well.
That when nobody knows what the hell they're doing,
Yeah, people like are playing to have fun rather than playing just to like
playing to
wins.
climb. Yeah, it's like you want to play to climb, don't play in the preseason. That's what I play the most.
Yeah.
Preseason and Earth or Nexus Blitz.
I never liked Nexus Blitz.
The Nexus Blitz this season was a lot of fun. They did a really good job actually.
Yeah, I can't remember. I played a few games and like
The only thing it can be really frustrating though because it's very one-sided.
yeah.
It's either you win or you lose. And then sometimes the RNG, because it's supposed to be like conditional RNG where it gives the losing team the advantage. I had one game where it had the first fight was or the first mini event was in the arena you fight each other 1v1 2v2.
Right, yeah.
My opponent was Mord. The scuttle crab in the center of the map was there. He literally autoed it 3 times, got his passive up, and I couldn't fucking kill him. I was Poppy.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah. And then right after that, the next event was it spawned the kill the Teemo event. We had no towers. It spawned behind their Nexus.
I don't get how like what was the thinking with this like random spawn? Like that was not a good idea.
It's supposed to be weighted. It's supposed to be
Oh
a catch-up
yeah.
mechanic. It's supposed to actually go towards the losing team side.
I see.
So you're supposed to be able to like it's not supposed to be random. It's supposed to be semi-random.
Right.
Shifting towards the losing team side advantage, so they have a chance to catch back up as a catch-up
That makes
mechanic,
sense.
which makes a lot of sense. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, it did not function that game at all. Oh wait, let me NPC custom private. I don't know if you saw this last week, but I played with it some more. What am I looking for? Instances. There we go.
Oh, is this the fire
Yeah, that one.
fire pillar thing?
Yeah. Well, I updated it more. There we go. I need to make sure my music's off. I got flagged last week because the song in this is it's fucking Mozart, and it got flagged as owned. Like, no, it's not owned. It's Mozart. Mozart's
Yeah, it's out of copyright, mate.
yeah, and it got copyright strike. I'm like, yeah, so I'm fighting right now. So it'll do different skills. Oh wait, this one doesn't show up anymore. Some of them don't show up because the monsters are invisible. So that's me going through and finding out which ones don't show up. All the cool ones don't show up.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I mean if I make the monster show up, which right now it's an egg.
Right.
So if I do that file save. Oh, excuse me. It's literally an egg.
Oh wow.
Yeah, imagine that shit.
Oh my god.
Like a-
Oh
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
That's cool.
Why is it getting stuck right here?
Honestly, I'm surprised this doesn't crash the client.
I have enough delay where it doesn't crash the client.
Right.
Yeah. It did crash the client before. Or correction, it flagged the client as hacking.
Right.
And it kicked it. Well, this one's slow because Lord Vermilion. Yeah, it's super laggy though. Okay. Oh, that's so scary. Another really cool one. Quagmire. This one's really cool, and this one shows up while they're invisible.
Yeah, I dig it.
Safety wall. Cause I can. Firewall. Phenuma. Because Phenuma has this little gap thing it does. Arrow shower.
Yeah,
Sanctuary. I removed the rent. Ooh, that's really cool looking. I removed the random animation type, so it's always gonna be the X.
I see.
Volcano, deluge. Doesn't really do anything. Like this really wouldn't be worthwhile doing. At least not in this pattern. Land protector. This one would be really strong though.
Yeah, that would be great.
Gab, which just removes everything. Gravitation. Evil land. Heal.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Slumber toxin. And then back to fire pillar. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Critical damage. I poured you. Yeah, that's gonna destroy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do like some of those because they're too intensive, but it's gonna be a lot of fun once I get this boss fight complete. Because this is, I'm probably gonna rework this boss fight from the ground up.
Your vampire instance, what's your plans for the like reward system for that?
So I'm gonna do probably two sets. I'm gonna do one set will be it's gonna have gear, like it's gonna have gear specific for the instance. You're not gonna be able to beat on your first try, like you physically cannot beat on your first try. Just what I have planned. No spoilers yet. You'll see when I get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna make it physically impossible to beat your first playthrough, just because it's more interesting that way. It's probably slightly frustrating, but rewarding at the same time. So there's gonna be specific gear for the instance that'll make the instance easier. Um, that's basically my plan behind that. And then the actual rewards, I'm gonna do something similar to what I did with the Culvert raid, the Culvert dungeon instance, where there's
Right.
rewards for all the different quests you do. But the quests are gonna be dynamic depending on which quote unquote team you're on. Because there's three teams for the vampire instance.
Right.
There's regular player, there's Dawn Guard, which straight up Skyrim, who cares? And then there was the Sanguine Pact, which is the vampire one, obviously. And depending on which group you are, I'm probably gonna tie this to party leader, by the way, not to a player. So it'll probably just be
Right.
party leader check. So if you're a vampire, you can play with somebody doing the Dawn Guard version. That or maybe restrict it so you can't. I don't know. Sanguine Pact's gonna remain, by the way, so you'll keep it out of combat. Um, I don't know what point it will have, but it will happen. Yeah, but that's what this is right here. It's Lightbringer. The Lightbringer shards. That's what is gonna be gear. There's also gonna be relics in the thing. I'll probably randomize them slightly, and you can. Did you play Monster Hunter or no?
I have not.
Okay. In Monster Hunter, there's relic items, and essentially you get a relic, and then you have to identify it, and it will randomly give you a piece of gear. That is usually unique, that has unique properties and stuff like that. It's kind of it's randomized gear. That's kind of what I'm gonna be doing with that. So there's gonna be a whole bunch of gear that's unique to this dungeon. That's gonna be through that, and this will not this like old heroes gear, like fallen heroes who've come before you type stuff. Um, I'm probably not gonna do card slots because that'd be a little too strong, or not card. I'm not gonna be doing pre-slotted gear, but I'll do unique gear.
Okay.
Probably either using a random option system or using another card replacement, kind of like the armor enchantment system.
Right.
Kind of like that. That's probably where I'm going to be going with that. I'm not sure exactly. Um, I haven't picked out numbers and all that crap. And then yeah, I want the boss fights to have really good gear as well.
Yeah.
Because there's several optional. There's gonna be several optional boss fights, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on top of the instance itself should be fun to play because of all the traps and at least at first it'll have that that new shiny feel.
Yeah. Well, and also you won't be able to just Google it and find out how to do it
Yeah,
and avoid all the traps. So.
yeah. Which you've seen a bunch of the traps already, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Quite
Yeah.
a few.
Yeah,
But I'm sure I'll forget them.
yeah. There's no way you'll remember them all,
No.
especially because I keep adding more. Um, there it is. Go ahead and. I still don't know why the sound is not playing on this map though. Like I have volume on this map, it just doesn't play the sound, the music for some reason. At speed 0 at battle ignore. Go away bats. I'll be updating these bats so they're not the fucking level 24 bats. And then the same thing with the vampire. Actually, the vampires might actually be fine. Those guys might actually be fine. Because they're Dracula stats, like the MVP stats with the lower HP. Yeah. So basically, there's a bunch of MVPs in this area. I mean, if I battle Ignore, he's not gonna be able to kill me though. Like, because Dracula's weak as fuck. Open. Oh. Open. Open. There we go. Got the key. Oh yeah, the key will randomly spawn in one of the graves, and you can still open them afterwards. I'll probably throw a chance of getting a relic in here as well. And relics will be bound, so you won't be able to trade them. So,
That's cool.
I don't like binding gear often because it needs to fit the theme. But like, yeah, that right there's
Yeah.
obviously you won't be at fucking this speed. And don't stand next to the fucking glass, cause
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Each one of them does percent max HP damage.
Right.
I need to figure out what to do with this guy though. Yeah, and oh, I have Valinor, don't I? Yeah, I mean that's not gonna kill you, but it sure as fuck will stun lock you.
Yeah, that's gonna be really annoying.
Yeah, but the thing is, you walk through, and the next person can walk through without being worried about it.
Yeah.
So it's not like it can't stun lock the entire party at least. And then there's gonna be research nodes and lore and stuff like that in here. So I'll be putting like bookshelves, which you get items, stuff like that. But and there'll be like research notes, lore, and then that will kind of help you how to read the stuff in order to figure out how to do the quest. Fuck you.
That's okay. We did master enchantment.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be as bad as that shit. That you guys basically brute forced that.
Yeah, I think I came up with like 2 or 3 out of actually.
Have you guys been updating the wiki with the ones you find?
I have not.
Because they are tied to level 5. Like if you go to upgrade level 4 to level 5, it'll tell you the keys, which are the same keys used to enchant it. That was cool.
Right, I never realized that.
Yeah, it's the same. They're the same letters. I mean, it won't tell you this right order, but
Right.
at least you'll have the numbers or the IDs.
I see.
Yeah, I'll send you. Oh, I need to fix that right there. So see that warp portal right there?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. Let me see if I can get a view. There's a see that right there?
Right.
Yeah, this is same with that one. That's just you. This is you up there. I'll probably bug my brother to fix the gap map or do it myself. I like that attack animation.
That's pretty cool.
I've never actually noticed that before. In the 10 years I've been playing this game.
No, well, he's usually surrounded by bats, so
Yeah.
I can't really see all that much.
Yeah. Die. Turn off save point. There you go. Oh, I forgot my save point was here. I also have the bullet hell proof of concept one, which is actually gonna be the boss fight itself. I actually have a special NPC for that one. Come on. Come on. Wrong one. That's right. I forgot to switch this to it. 4, 8. Oh, wrong size. Yeah, this is gonna be probably the portal for it, but the smaller version of it.
Yeah.
Do I still have the old one? The old portal? I think I do, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. There's one.
We made the sprite.
ZRK.
Nice.
Yeah, he's done so many sprites. That one right there.
Should have guessed.
That's so fucking good, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good.
It's like,
Man, I really dig the Esper ones he did.
yeah. Oh, the summons.
Yeah, like the book. With
Yeah.
The sword and stuff.
42, 47. Yeah, they're so good. Divine Grace. Like that sword is so nice.
Yeah.
The fucking book. I need to update their AI soon. Yeah, that's one of the changes I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them function basically like the Draconeers summons.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that for Necromancer, by the way, because Necromancer's a horde. They need to be dumb. The familiar is, but yeah, the staff too.
Are you still planning on changing the orbs? I forget what they're called.
The Spirit Seers.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I do want to make them unique for each class.
Right.
So kind of like Gunslinger. Gunslinger is unique for its class because they're just Spirit Seers. That's all they are. The coins, flip coin, it's just Spirit Seers, but customized or different color, which is done via client, unfortunately. So I can't just pull that to someone in their class. I could also use the charms, which I forget the name of the skills that do the charms. You know the third class ninja charms.
Yeah.
Those orbs that fly around, I can always use those as well. I was thinking about using those for Viking for the rage meter and inverting rage. Not rage. Last stand.
Right.
Yeah. So last stand it has like 5 ticks, and then once they're all gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
So it will be consistent, and you'll have basically 5 lives.
Yeah.
5 lives is probably too much, to be honest. But something like that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I'm 4 hours in. I don't think I'm gonna code anymore.
Yeah. Alright. That's fair enough.
I might code some more later tonight, but I'm gonna go eat. All I've had today is a little bit of nuts and some. Actually, no, I had some pasta this morning.
Nice pasta for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. I leftover pasta for breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious. Just some pesto sauce and.
Sweet.
Oh, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chit chatting with me. Yeah, I'll see if I can get this in this update. If not, I'll get it in the next update. I need to push this update soon though, so probably not. Yeah, because it's been a while since we've had an update. The reason I've been delaying because I don't want to. I don't want to break the Discord bot. That's the main reason why I haven't pushed it.
Right. Fair enough.
Cause I really like the Discord bot. I don't want to break it. I mean, I can always just ping Norm and be like, hey, here's $50. Go ahead and do it for me. Because it's his code.
Right. I see.
And I could do it, but I have so much other stuff I could be working on. Close all. And
I'm gonna head off then.
yep. Peace out, dude.
See you.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Bye.
I'll be doing this again Wednesday. Friday I'll be doing Legend of Ragoon. Monday I'll be doing Legend of Ragoon. And then Wednesday I'll be doing this again. So, after Legend of Ragoon, you wanted me to play Final Fantasy 9? Oh, did he already dip? Yeah, he already dipped. Okay. Let me go ahead and no, he's not. Damn it. If Forrest was still script or doing maps, I was gonna rate him. Oh, you are here. Yeah, you left voice. Sorry. I was asking if you wanted me to play Final Fantasy 9 after Legend of Dragoon, right? Because I'm probably about 2/3 of the way done. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Go ahead. I was gonna raid somebody, but I don't see anybody I want to raid, so peace out, guys.